This is all about long-term relationships. I know I talk a lot about Zip Capital. I know I can get excited easily. I know I've grown really quickly in 2025, but I'm reflecting on a Facebook message conversation that I had with one of my Facebook friends. He just messaged me again this morning, and I couldn't help but look back at our conversation. And I want to share a few details about our conversation. It goes back to 2024, back in March of 2024. He said, "Hey, what's going on, man? I have some money to lend and I have been wanting to get into this business for a few years now. It seems like you're on a good path." And he said, "Can I hire you to teach me?" Back in April of 2024. I said, "No, I don't feel confident with that yet." He said, "Okay, no problem. I appreciate it." And then we didn't talk for an entire year, but we were still friends on Facebook. I know who he is, and I'm sure we've commented on each other's posts. But fast forward 2025, 1 year later, he said, "I'm interested in lending you money." And now this is after I started Zip Capital. So 2024, I started talking about real estate private money lending, but I was only lending my own money. And then 2025, almost a year later, he reached back out again and said, "Hey, I basically want to partner with you. I want to work with you." And he wanted to lend me money. And then it kind of fizzled. Nothing really happened. We didn't really talk again until this morning. I reached back out because I saw that he commented on one of my posts. Not sure what he said, but reached out and said, "Hey, do you still want to invest in Zip Capital?" He said, "I have $3 million worth of real estate for sale right now, and I only owe about $700,000. So after I sell, I'll have $2 million. And he said, "What you're doing is very impressive. It doesn't get any better than that. I think I want to invest with you." So it's all about long-term relationships. I know this was kind of a weird video, and as I'm talking about it, it might not even make sense, but the moral of the story is this conversation went all the way back to the beginning of 2024. And then he reached back out in 2025. And he probably reached back out because I was consistently talking about the same thing. So long-term relationships, consistently promoting Zip Capital, and you just never know what might happen. It's all about trust. It's all about relationships. And you do that, you build trust, you establish relationships through consistency. So we'll see. We'll see if this guy sells this real estate and actually invests the whole $2 million into Zip Capital. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I do know it's a very good step in the right direction.